Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Marina circuit as we are back here for some Under the Lights road course racing. And for the first time ever in the Cup Series, these drivers will be here in Abu Dhabi for the round of 16, I want to say it is. As on your pole is going to be Sam and Oskin. Next to him, his teammate of Jay Jefferson in the 48. Behind those guys, another Horizon Motorsports Camaro right there of Eli Bright, then the 37 of Jose Mills. You have William Brock in the 18 and the 17 of Marcus Sanchi. Then you have Nick Smith, and next to him is the 38 of Tyler Markell. Then behind those guys, you have Max Anderson in the 20, followed by Jeff Bright in the 24. And then here's the rest of your starting lineup from 11th on back. So coming into the round of 16, Joe Jefferson is your points leader. He's 149 points ahead of William Brock, who's second in the standings, followed by Cody Goforth, Thackeray Fitzwater Sr., and Sam Oskin. And on your final row is Eric Monaco and the 02 of Alex McClary. So 9 laps, just like the National Division race here at Abu Dhabi. Should be a fun race to watch, as these drivers, it's their first time here on the Marina circuit. It's going to be fun to see how they do. Here's the commands. And the engines have been fired up. Drivers now set to roll off of the grid. And as for the National Division race here yesterday, it was the 22 of Dylan Young capturing the win. It was a pretty calm race for the most part. That one, the corner we have to look out for, that one corner where a lot of drivers end up making a lot of mistakes and end up sliding into the wall. Drivers such as Konstantinovich, he went into the wall multiple times, so that's a corner we're definitely going to be looking out for. Marcus Sacchi, he's pretty good on these road courses. He's starting right there in the top 10. Of course, Zachary Fitzwater Sr. in the 34. He's looking for win number 2, I believe it is, on the season. So Horizon Motorsports, they fill the front row here. Jay Jefferson still looking for his first one on the season. Sam and Oskin looking for win number 3. Jose Mills starting third. Great starting position for this 37 team. This could be a race where they capture their first career win. William Brock in the 18. He too is yet to win this season. Your defending champion. Guys like Nick Smith, he too starts up here. And great starting position for these guys to try and get the lead here. But the green flag is already out. And look at Nick Smith wasting no time. 4-5 wide here on the start going into the first corner. 5 wide. Look at that. And Jay Jefferson up through the middle. And it's still 5-6 wide. Holy cow. How are they making this work? Fitzwater gained a ton of positions right there. And out front, Jay Jefferson already with a huge lead. Back here still drivers side by side, and just like the national race yesterday, the best way to try and gain as much positions as possible is at the start of the race, because the yellows will be turned off for the road courses. But Jay Jefferson in the 48 shoots out front right there. And William Brock in the 18, he's going to be in second, as he's going to try and hunt down that 48 for the race lead. As they going down that long stretch right there, the fastest part of the track, and now into these S's where they have to be really careful. As you watch as these guys go through the S's, there were some problems here at this part of the track. In a national race, 3 wide right there with Malik Nevins, Tim Randolph, and Eddie Riley. And in the back, the 3 car of Eric Monaco has some heavy rear end damage. But as we head back up front, this is the corner we really have to look out for here. We're going to keep an eye on this corner, and there goes Max Anderson in the 20. He's going to fall victim to that corner right there. And Anderson's going to lose a ton of positions. And it looks like he's going to be the only driver right there. But tough break for Max Anderson in the 20. Now he has heavy right side damage to his Toyota. And he's now outside of the top 10. He was running 8th when that happened. But going through the field here, a lot of drivers still 3 wide and side by side. And how about Garcia up through the middle right there? Nick Smith, he's having a good run right now in the top 10. This is where he needs to be to get into the top 30 in the standings. After last round, he went up 3 spots. He's currently sits 32nd in the standings coming into the round of 16. Meanwhile, the 48 of Jay Jefferson still out front, your race leader. William Brock, he's about a second, almost 2 seconds behind. And how about Jose Mills in the 37? Third place right now for that 37 team for, I believe it's Mills Motorsports, if I'm not mistaken. Right here, side by side between Eli Brown and Marcus Sachi as we're out on board with the 17.
Hold your line.
Marcus Sachi's last win in the Cup Series, I believe, came at Sonoma, and that was quite a while ago. Can't even remember what season that was, but it's been a really long time for Marcus Sachi as he currently runs in the top 10, battling with the 88 of Eli Bright. Car down pit road, that's a 47 of Owen Finley. Looks like Owen Finley was caught up in an accident. He does a lot of contact in front of him. James Bowles checked up right in front of the 47. Sean Hart in the 42, looks like he got collected as well. He has some front end damage, but Jay Jefferson continuing to lead in the national race. The leader, once he took the lead, he never looked back and led all the laps and went on to win the race. That was Dylan Young. And Jay Jefferson right now, kind of a reminiscence of that national race yesterday. Jefferson, who had Joe Jefferson win at Denver. William Brock, defending champion, still winless this season. He's finished runner-up multiple times. He currently sits in the 2nd position right now. He's going to try and catch that 48. Jefferson, he's been really consistent. Jay Jefferson currently sits in the 8th in the standings right now, but did not have a good race at Michigan. Wrecked out and dropped 4 positions in the standings. He's currently 8th in the standings right now. The biggest gainer from the Michigan race was Alexander Rowe, getting 9 spots. Alexander Rowe now sits 12th in the standings. Fitzwater also gained 4 positions. He's now 4th in the standings. They go through those tricky S's and then this really tight corner right here, and going down the long stretch right now where they're going to gather a ton of speed to head into the next turn. The guys right here all over the back bumper of each other, racing really clean there. And there's a 14 and a 42. Both drivers have their hood ripped off, and I believe that was from all the checking up that went on earlier. So we're going to try and keep an eye on these corners here. William Brock has actually gained a ton on the 48, so William Brock slowly reeling in Jay Jefferson in the 48. Both drivers will be returning to their team next season. William Brock, however, will change numbers from the 18 to the 01 as they go through the S's here. Don't make a mistake. The leaders are good. Mills makes it. And everyone in the top 10 makes it. Oh, and Max Anderson again. Anderson loses grip again and slides into the wall. And he's going to lose even more positions now. Tough break for Max Anderson. Look at that, 3 wide out of that corner right there. Alex McClary making some moves. McClary, one of the few drivers in this field who already raced on this track in the national race. And the 6 with heavy rear end damage. Andy fell. I'm not sure what happened here. Oh, fell. It looks like he lost it into the wall too. Didn't see when that happened. That must have been earlier, but Andy fell. Really heavy damage, and he's gonna probably be a bit slow. There's the 95 of James Bowles side by side right here. Max Anderson with his teammate of Tim Randolph. These guys both went. Actually, no. What Randolph has a win at the Superdome. But out front is still Jay Jefferson in the 48. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back here at Yas Marina. Welcome back here to the Yas Marina circuit. You are not seeing black and white. That's just how the track shading is here as we are under the lights. Full moon here tonight. And a great showing for these race fans who have never seen a stock car race, because we've never had one here on the Abu Dhabi circuit. So these Cup drivers putting on a good show for all the fans here at Yas Marina. Some of them who's been camping out since yesterday's national race. Nick Smith, as we're out on board with him, as we're listening to the in-car crew here.
Just take a deep breath. You know, you got to tell them, talk to them about what the car's doing, and we can make the right adjustments.
So we're getting word that Nick Smith is actually struggling with a really... Smith seems to be struggling with his race car here. Really tight race car as Smith currently trying to hold off 38 of Tyler Markell. Both drivers in the top 10. Trevor Collins, Eli Bright with some heavy right side damage to his Camaro. Not sure what happened to Eli Bright, but yeah, it's heavy damage, but it doesn't look like it slowed him down at all. He's trying to go by Trevor Collins, and he's gonna do just so. Easy peasy right there. Garcia, he's having a pretty good run right now. He's running inside the top 10 in the 9th position. Alexander Rowe and others. And Trevor Collins once again pouncing at the door of Eli Bright, not giving up on getting past that 88. And it looks like the 9 car, Samadowski, he's going to go by Jose Mills. But still out front is the 48 of Jay Jefferson. William Brock still trying to gain some ground. He's now less than a second from the 48. Riding on board Jose Mills right here, battling with Salmon Oskin.
Yes, sir. Right there, yes.
Salmon Oskin, 2-time winner of the season, winning Texas and Pocono. He's already locked into the playoffs. Jose Mills, he does not have a win. And right now, Mills sits pretty deep in the standings. He's 30th in the standings right now. And right there's the gap between first and second right there. But William Brock has actually shrunken that gap from lap 1. So Jay Jefferson, he just cannot make a mistake, any mistake, and that's probably going to cost him the race lead and probably the race win, because William Brock is hunting him down right now as we speak. And there's a big gap from 8th to 9th. Not sure what happened there. Let's go through the field. Most drivers are single file back there. There's Nevins. He has a hood ripped off of Nevin's car. Not sure what happened to Malik, but looks like he was looks like he got caught up in a wreck of some sort. Garcia having a good run. He's right there behind 34 of Zachary Fitzwater Sr., who has more wins on a road course than anyone here in the NORLA League. Looks like Eli Bright was actually able to get by the 21, and so he'll keep the position. But right now, the man out front, Jay Jefferson, dominating, has not looked back since he took the lead. We're going to keep an eye on this part of the track once again. Hopefully no one slips up, because in this corner, if you run it real wide, you're more than likely to lose the grip on the car and slide into the wall. Another shot at it here. Looks like those guys are going to get by just fine. There's a 19. He still has heavy rear end damage, and there he goes again into the wall. That's Tim Randolph. And he's going to lose even more positions now. Tough luck for Randolph right there. But it looks like everyone else is going to get by that corner. Randolph and Max Anderson, they just can't seem to master that corner right there. They've been struggling with it all night. We saw that too for Konstantinovich in a national race. 18 of William Brock, he's slowly but surely catching that 48 as we come into the closing laps here with 2 laps to go. William Brock trying all he can to catch that 48. Neither driver, if they make a mistake, it's going to cost them the race, no doubt. So they're going to have these next lap and a half. They're going to have these next lap and a half to be really clean here, especially Jefferson as he holds the lead, and I guess Brock too, as he's trying to catch the leader. Jefferson right now looking to the horizon for his first career Cup Series win, but it's far from over. He's going to try to hold off 2-time defending champion William Brock in the 18, who is so hungry for a win right now. And right now it's who can hit these corners better is going to come out here with the race win. William Brock seems to be hitting his corners just a little bit better than the 48 and getting a really good drive off. Get a really good camera shot here. And saw it going down on the pit road, and then of course the stretch that leads to the start finish line as they come to the white flag. This time by side right here for Eli Bright and Tyler Markell in the 38. Both drivers racing really hard. Bright trying to hit the position, and of course Markell trying to defend. Just cannot mess up this corner right here. They get through it okay. Still side by side, however. And Juan Garcia, he's trying to catch Zachary Fitzwater Sr. Marcus Sachi's right there. There's Yepez. And looks like everyone else is going to get past this corner just fine. But as we head back up front, William Brock, look how close he's gotten to the 48 in this last lap, really. As we're going through the field once more here. Randolph looked like he got through the corner that time. So I don't think anyone else is going to have problems, but we're going to head back up front. The white flag waves one more time for Jay Jefferson, looking for his first career Mountain Dew KickStart Cup Series win. Can he hold off William Brock, who's charging for that race lead? Both drivers looking for their first wins this season, but Jay looking for his first win ever. Jay Jefferson lost 4 spots after the round of Michigan. He sits in 8th in the standings. Brock, who's still 2nd in the standings, 149 points behind the points leader Joe Jefferson, who got his first win out at Denver. And now Jay Jefferson trying to do the same thing, get his first win. William Brock, he's just been having really good corners. And we'll see if he has the speed here down this stretch. These next few corners are going to be really crucial and could be what decides this race as they go into the S's, as we'll see what happens. Look how close William Brock is. He gained some really good momentum going down that long stretch here. This is not the start finish line. I'm not sure where they have two, but William Brock, he gets a good run down the stretch right there. Here he comes. William Brock drives in the corner. He's right there all over the back bumper of the 48. Neither driver has made a mistake on that corner right there. Oh man, and Brock drove it I believe the 48 got a better drive off that time by, but William Brock, he's going to try it again, trying to dive bomb. He just can't seem to get there. He messed up that corner, and that probably did it right there. Brock messed up that corner, and he's trying to drive it in once again. But it may be a little bit too late. Maybe here comes William Brock trying to go on the outside. He gets a good run in the corner. He's putting the pressure on the 48 now. Into the S's. I don't think Brock can get there. He did not get a good corner right there. And right there, he's not going to do it. First career win for Jay Jefferson comes at Yas Marina.
I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of you. You cannot keep a good team down. Awesome job, boys. Awesome job.
Oh, man. That last lap was so crazy. As William Brock, he gained some really good speed on that last lap, but in the end, he just couldn't catch the 48 in time. Messed up a few corners there at the end, ultimately giving the win to Jay Jefferson as he scores his first career win in the NORLA League. How about that? The driver for Horizon Motorsports. Now Jeff Wright is the only driver of the season for Horizon Motorsports who does not have a win. William Brock once again.
Sorry about that. I lacked a little. We had some fumbles with that.
Once again, second place seems to favor William Brock. He comes up shy, just one spot off that first win of the season. But Jay Jefferson, he's going to win it outside of the States here. And he is now part of your playoffs in hunts for a championship. Samuel Oskin, Jose Mills, they're going to finish third and fourth. Well needed run for Mills, who's 30th in the standings, along with Nick Smith in the 4. He gets a solid top 5. Eli Bright looks like he was on a move. He was catching these guys. He got past these two drivers and drove away from them, almost passing Nick Smith. Fitzwater's going to get 9th, and Juan Garcia, top 10 for the 41 team. Great run for him, but the winner today is going to be Jay Jefferson in the 48. Once he took the lead, he never looked back. He has led every lap here tonight. Congratulations, Jay, on your first career win here in the NORLA League. As we have already mentioned, the top 10, Malik Nevins. It looks like everyone driver finished the race, or all the drivers finished the race. Nevins, Owen Finley, Sean Ard, Joe Jefferson, all those guys had heavily damaged cars and had to go down pit road, so they lost a lot of position and time on the track. But Jay Jefferson, he's going to be celebrating big tonight as he scores his first career win in the Cup Series.
Boys, that's what it's all about right there. Awesome job, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We'll see you in victory lane.
And how about that for the 48 team? Jeff Bride, you got to imagine he's going to be a little bit jealous. He's the only driver on the team without on the team without a win. But anything can happen in these next few races as we head to the Daytona International Speedway next week for the mid-season race. And a lot of these drivers who did not have such a good first half of the season is hoping for a better half. But congratulations to Jay Jefferson on his first career win here in the NORLA League, as he's now part of the playoff 16 drivers. Thank you guys for watching. All top 3 series will be at Daytona next week. Here's your standings after the round of 16.